have observed, if two polygons are said to be similar, if first condition is the corresponding angles are equal, and length of their corresponding sides are proportional. Let us recall again. If two polygons are said to be similar if their corresponding angles are equal and length of their corresponding angles are in the same proportion. Here we have observed here the ratio of all the corresponding sides are equal of these two geometrical figures and the corresponding angles are equal. Two polygons are said to be similar if corresponding angles are equal and length of their corresponding sides are proportional. And here we have observed the sides of these two polygons are proportional, that are AB and BQ are proportional to each other, that is 10 divided by 5 is 2, and here BC and QR are 4 divided by 2 and CD divided by SR, that is 6 divided by 3, and DE divided by ST is 8 divided by 4, and AE divided by PT is 4 divided by 2, that is all it will be getting equals to 2. So we can understand here that of their corresponding sides are in the same proportion. So here there is a property of similar polygons. Which are having more than 3 sides. Similar polygons which are having more than 3 sides. Then length of their corresponding sides should be proportional, and also their corresponding sides, the corresponding angles are equal. Then only those polygons are said to be similar polygons. Geometrical figures which are having more than 3 sides. If their corresponding angles are equal and length of their corresponding sides are not in proportion, then they are said to be not similar, and also the corresponding sides are equal, length of the corresponding sides are the same proportion, but the corresponding angles of those polygons are not equal, then also they are not called as similar. Polygons. Here we can understand they should be having the corresponding sides must be equal, and also length of their corresponding angles must be in proportion. It should satisfy both the geometrical figures should satisfy both the conditions of it. If either one of the statement is not satisfying the condition, then they are not similar. Geometrical figures which are having more than 3 sides, we have discussed earlier. these are having more than 3 sides. So the corresponding angles of these two figures, these two geometrical figures must be equal, and also the corresponding sides must be in the same proportion. If any one of the statement is not satisfying that, then these two geometrical figures are not similar. This, coming to the triangles, if two geometrical figures, that is two triangles, are said to be similar, two geometrical figures, triangles are said to be similar, they are having equal angles, that is ABC, PQR, and this angle A is equals to angle P. The corresponding angles are equal. The corresponding angles of the triangles are equal, that is angle A is equals to angle P, angle B is equals to angle Q, and angle C is equals to angle R. The corresponding angles of a triangle are equal, and also the corresponding sides are the same proportion, that is AB by PQ is equals to BC by QR is equals to AC by PR. And this we can observe previously we have discussed about the more than 3 sides of a geometrical figures. In that, the corresponding angles of these two geometrical figures must be equal, and also the corresponding sides must be in the same proportion. The two conditions must satisfy in geometrical figures which are having more than 3 sides. But coming to the triangles, here the corresponding angles of a triangle are equal. Corresponding angles of a triangle are equal, then automatically the corresponding sides are equal. The corresponding sides are in the same proportion. Let us recall, if the corresponding angles of a triangle are equal, then the corresponding sides of triangle are in the same proportion. If the corresponding sides of triangle are in the same proportion, automatically the corresponding angles are equal. If any one of the statement is satisfying in this triangles, the second condition satisfies automatically. Similar triangles, Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. The line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. That means in a triangle, a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. A line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, intersects other two sides. This line is drawn parallel to this side, one side of a triangle, intersects the line which is drawn, that is, intersects other two sides. This line will divide the other two sides in the same ratio. Let us write the statement of basic proportionality theorem. The line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, intersects other two sides it divides other two sides in the same ratio. Let us recall again. A line is drawn line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, intersects other two sides. When it is intersecting other two sides, it divides other two sides in the same ratio. Let us take this triangle as ABC. Triangle ABC. One of the line is drawn parallel to one side. Line is drawn parallel to one of the side of a triangle. So let us take this as D. Line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. It is intersecting other two sides. We need to show this. When this line is intersecting other two sides, it will be in the same ratio. It is nothing but AD by DC is equals to BE by EC. We need to show it is dividing this. This line is dividing other two sides, these two sides in the same ratio. That is nothing but AD by DC is equals to BE by EC. This is the statement of Thales theorem. Given that triangle ABC, D is parallel to AB. These two are parallel to each other. D is parallel to AB. We need to prove that this line is dividing other two sides in the same ratio. That is nothing but AD by DC equals to BE by AC. This we need to prove. Construction. Let us join AE and BD. We are joining AE and BD. Join AE and BD and draw a perpendicular line from D to draw a perpendicular line from E to AC. We draw a perpendicular line from E to AC so that, let us take some name here, F. So we have drawn, we are constructing here EF, which is perpendicular to AC. EF is perpendicular to AC. We draw a perpendicular line from E to AC. So EF is perpendicular to AC. Similarly, we draw a perpendicular line from D to DC. So let us take some name here, that is G. So DG is perpendicular to BC. Here we have constructed, we joined before, here we have joined AE and BD, we have joined these two. After that, we draw a perpendicular line from E to AC, that is EF is perpendicular to AC. EF is perpendicular to AC. Then we draw a perpendicular line from D to BC, that is DG is perpendicular to BC. DG is perpendicular to BC. Actually, we need to prove that AD by DC is equals to BE by EC. AD by DC is equals to BE by EC. In this, let us take area of a triangle ADE. Triangle ADE is equals to half into base into height. So triangle ADE half into base. Base of triangle ADE is nothing but AD. ADE, base of triangle ADE is nothing but AD into height of triangle is, actually we don't have a perpendicular line for this, we constructed from E to F, so the base of triangle ADE is nothing but EF. So this is the area of a triangle ADE. Next one, let us take the triangle DEF, that is half into base into height. The base of triangle DEF is nothing but DF into height of triangle is that EF. So when we divide these two, triangle ADE by triangle DEF, divide triangle ADE. We are dividing these two triangles, triangle ADE, area of a triangle ADE, and also area of a triangle DEF. So area of triangle ADE by area of triangle ADE and area of triangle DEF equals to half into AD into EF divided by half into DF into EF. So after cancellation, here will be EF and EF get cancelled. 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 get cancelled. Then we'll be getting AD by DF.